What's up, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Sorry about the silence there. I forgot the mic was on mute. You are looking at the rear end of RaceRoom's new X-17 open wheel car. This is a much anticipated vehicle. This has been in the works for several months. Sector 3 has been teasing it online, calling it the fastest car in the game. And this is my first look at it. It's just got released a few hours ago, so got up nice and early this morning and just been test driving it here at Spa. And initial impressions, it's very, very cool. No surprise, the sound is awesome. Visually, it looks great. Obviously, this thing is styled very much after modern Formula One cars. They put the 17 at the end of the title. They called it the FRX-17, indicating that it's kind of a 2017 spec Formula One car. The aero is very different. The tires are oversized, so I think that's probably not a fair comparison, but without a doubt it is influenced by that. It's $450, so kind of on the expensive side. I can't remember how many VRP that is, but certainly very expensive. I think it's $779 if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, kind of expensive. That's just for one car. Then you can add all the liveries for 400 additional VRP. I did not. I just got this one. I looked up the driver names because I was curious how they were tying this back to reality. Like, since this car does not exist, what did they do for drivers, kind of thing. And turns out they just made up a bunch of names in a bunch of countries to represent these cars. So yeah, interesting angle on their part, but here we are just the same. So I'm just gonna do a talking lap because you guys know I can't talk and drive at the same time. But yeah, so cool visually, awesome audio, a bit expensive for my taste, but hey, you know, what's $5 if you're gonna get many hours of use out of this. One thing I will say, the physics are very interesting because, as you guys know, I'm a fan of the Formula cars, particularly old school Formula cars in Assetto Corsa, and I've kind of got used to the handling in Assetto Corsa, and they really punish you. And actually, this is the same for R Factor 2 as well. They really punish you when you push the car too hard. This car just kind of does what you say. It does have a tendency to understeer, which can be corrected with tuning. But as far as you know, your ability to push this car, it pushes beyond what I would think you should be able to. So I don't know if that is just the design, because again, this car is not an actual car. So Sector 3 had to kind of take some liberties with aero and you know, the wider wheels and that kind of, wider tires and that kind of thing. But yeah, just overall it feels a bit too responsive. Like it should punish you more. Other than the understeer, there's no real concerns with the handling, and I think there should be more concerns. I think oversteer would be a major thing in a vehicle like this. But overall, guys, this is a great car. I'm going to shut up very shortly and do a lap. But yeah, pretty fun car. And that throttle response is absolutely incredible. So I'm just going to let this wind down in RPMs and then gun it, and just keep an eye on the RPM gauge in the lower right. Okay, so this is 4th gear, barely any RPMs, just kind of coasting, and then so amazing throttle response. This thing is a lot of fun to drive. Alright, so I'm going to turn it up here, see if we can do a decent lap time, and I will be doing a couple of follow-up videos with this because the sound, as you might well imagine, is great. But further to that, I'd like to see how it compares to the somewhat recently released FRUS and the old FR2, which was previously the king of open wheels in this game. Or I guess those two between them were kind of the kings, depending on the track. This thing does have DRS, by the way, so on this back straight here, Camel. Let's see, now, let's see what we can do. 20. Yeah, she's fast. Understeer, really fighting it around that corner. And again, that was me gunning it coming out of that corner, and just no punishment whatsoever, so it doesn't seem realistic to me. But to their credit, it feels nice and heavy under speed, as you would imagine a car with this much aero would feel like. But you'll see the understeer right there, and even here I cannot take this corner at full speed. Oh, I did it that time, okay. But previously I had not been able to in my few kind of warm-up laps before this video, so could be driver error. Anyway guys, gonna sum this up. Really cool car, a bit more expensive than I would have hoped, but very good visuals, very good sound, and yeah, the physics are good. Not great, but good. So get out there, support Sector 3, and yeah, enjoy this ride, guys. Thank you so much.